Stop, be still. Don't scroll. If you leave in these next breaths, you may miss the confirmation your heart has begged me for. This is not random. This is not background noise. This is me now reaching for you. Feel the room drop a degree. Feel your shoulders settle one notch lower. Before this minute ends, the weight will ease. Stay. You have felt me in the quiet, in the sleepless hours, in the verse that returned from nowhere, in the name that surfaced again, in the door that refused to open. I was there. I was the whisper you called coincidence, the nudge you dismissed as overthinking, the holy ache beneath your distractions. You promised you would come back when life slowed down. Life did not slow down. You waited for ease. Ease never came. I kept waiting. I am not disappointed in you. I'm not tired of calling you. I am not moving on. I'm still waiting for you. I did not make you for a life paced by panic and fed by noise. I made you for nearness. I made you for my presence. I made you to live awake. Do not curse the ache. The ache is your compass. It points home. You have called delay discernment. You have called distance healing. You have named numbness normal. But your spirit knows. I'm not calling you to shame. I'm calling you to return, not with speeches, surrender, not with explanations, yes. You think you must fix yourself first. You do not. You think you must feel worthy. You will not until you come. You think you must be strong. I ask for honesty. Come as you are, tired, distracted, unsure. I will meet you there. This is not a lecture. This is a rescue, not a test, an invitation. I know the weight that visits when the room goes quiet. I know the compromises that left you emptier. I know the bargain you offered fear. I watched you choose the crowd over the call. I watched you try to forget. I never looked away. Nothing you lost is beyond my restoration. Nothing you broke is beyond my mending. Nothing you wasted is beyond my redeeming. But this moment matters. Tonight matters. Before this day ends, set aside a small altar of time. 5 minutes if that is all you have. Open my word though it feels dry. Whisper my name though it feels weak. Sit in the quiet though it feels strange. I will meet you there. Do not trade your turning for another delay. The enemy will hand you 100 reasons to move on, to scroll, to promise yourself tomorrow. You say, what if I fail again? Then return again. What if I drift? Then draw near again. What if I do not feel worthy? I never asked you to feel worthy. I asked you to come. You have outgrown the places that numbed you. You have outlived the patterns that shrank you. You have survived storms that should have sunk you. You are ready to live awake. Let go of the metric of applause, the calendar of comparison, the ladder of approval. None of them can hold your soul. I can. I am not calling you back to punishment. I'm calling you back to the garden, to walk again in the cool of the day, to hear me in ordinary moments, to find me in unremarkable places. I am in the commute. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the hallway. I'm in the quiet room you avoid because it is loud inside. I am there. This is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming fully you. The you I dreamed before time. The you who loves truth more than comfort. The you who carries peace like weather. The you who changes rooms without saying a word. Do not despise your tenderness. It proves you are alive. Do not fear your tears. They water ground where joy will grow. Do not hide your hunger. It leads you home. Let me speak to the place in you that still believes, the child who knows my voice, the warrior who remembers the song, the pilgrim who keeps walking. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not beyond repair. You are here, and I am here. If you need a single sentence to carry, take this. I will not ignore him. I return. Write it where your eyes will find it. Say it when the old pull returns. Sing it when shame rehearses its script. Tonight something will shift. It may be small. The weight will feel lighter. The room will feel clearer. The breath will come easier. Recognize it. Thank me for it. It has begun. Before this week ends, you will have a chance to choose me over noise. Choose me, choose peace. Choose the narrow that leads to wide places. I will make the choice easier than you fear and stronger than you feel. I'm not finished speaking. I'm not finished healing. I am not finished guiding. I am not finished with you. I'm still waiting for you. Lift your eyes. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe slow. Whisper my name. I'm closer than your worries. kinder than your memories, truer than your fear. Come home, the door is open. The table is set. The light is on. Your place is kept. I will teach you how to walk again, how to rest again, how to listen again, how to laugh again. You are not disqualified. You are desired. You are not forgotten. You are found. This hour is holy. Seal it with your yes. I will do the rest. I'm still waiting, and I am not going anywhere. Do you wonder why I waited? Because love does not surrender what love names. Because the story I wrote for you does not erase itself. Because the breath I give you is proof I am not done. You cannot out-sin my cross, outrun my mercy, out-argue my patience. Your refusals cannot untell what I have spoken. Your delays cannot unmake what I have formed. Your deserts cannot outdry the river that runs beneath your days. I've been pacing your porch like a father who knows the road, watching for the turn in your steps. I know it when you start home. I know it when your walk slows, when your stubborn softens, when your heart grows quiet enough to hear the invitation again. Here it is, here I am. Come, I will keep you in the turning. I will steady you in the yes. I will teach your thoughts to walk, not sprint. I will teach your hands to open, not clutch. I will teach your tongue to bless, not brace. You will learn to wear peace like weight, not like a wish. You will learn to eat joy like bread, not like a garnish. You will learn to carry hope like weather that follows you into every room. And those who taste it will not know what changed. They will only know they rested by you. They will only know they breathed easier by you. They will only know they remembered home. I am not asking for spectacle, only for presence. Not for performances, for posture. Turn your face. Open your hands, whisper yes. Let your own ears hear it. Let your atmosphere change under it. Let your future begin at that word. I will handle what you cannot. I will remove what keeps tripping your steps. I will close what keeps calling you numb. I will lift what loves to lay on your chest at night. You will see it. Pressure loosening, fog thinning, panic losing its grip in rooms where it used to rain. And when you wonder, was that real? I will answer with another sign, small, exact, timely, so you cannot mistake my handwriting. I do not bargain with your pain. I do not weigh your worth on scales you cannot balance. I've already named you mine. I've already called you beloved. I've already counted the cost and paid it with joy. The cross is my signature under the promise. The empty grave is my receipt over your debt. The Spirit in you is my guarantee that I will finish what I have started. When you lie down tonight, I will quiet the places that clamor, not with arguments, but with presence. When you rise, I will be first before the screens and the schedules. Give me your first breath. Give me your first look. I will meet you there. Do not say you are too far, too old, too late, too stained. That grammar belongs to graves. I speak in resurrections. I speak in gardens. I speak in dawns. Your years have not been wasted. They have been woven. Your losses have not been the last word. They have been the low notes that make the next song deep. Your deserts have not been your undoing. They have been your training to follow a cloud and a fire. Watch me, I lead. I do not shove. I go ahead and make a road where there was none. I lay lanterns along the night. I pace your steps to match your breath. I walk with you at the speed of trust. Stay. Do not outrun this moment. Do not apologize for the way your chest softens. Do not call the warmth you feel imagination. I'm here. I'm speaking. And I will keep speaking until your heart believes again. When the knock comes tomorrow, the message that feels carved for you, the conversation that lands at the exact right time, the pocket of peace where panic once lived, answer quickly. Answer with gratitude. Let thanks be the key you keep on a cord around your neck. Keys unlock what force cannot. Gratitude recognizes the door as gift, not prize. It teaches your hands to steward, not clutch. It teaches your feet to stay when the room is right and leave when the room is done. I will not fail you. I will not mock you with hints. I will not dangle peace like a prize you cannot reach. I'm not playing with your hunger. I'm honoring it. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Not teased, filled. You will call this the day something shifted. You will say, I heard him, I answered, and he moved. And when you doubt again, I will remind you with the same patience that kept me on your porch. I will point to the table kept for you. I will point to the light left on. I will point to your chair. Come sit, eat peace, drink joy, rest in the seat that does not wobble when storms push the walls. I built it. I leveled it. I named it yours. I'm still waiting for you. Open this now. Do not ignore me. Let the next word be the simplest in your mouth. Yes. Look again. The hinge breathes. The pin slides. A quiet clicks open. The corridor that narrowed to a straw's width begins to widen to a hall. The door that forgot how to move remembers. I'm the carpenter who knows wood by heart, the keeper who knows seasons by name. I shape what's said never into arches that say now. You have stood here with your ear against the grain, hearing only your own heartbeat and calling it denial. It was not denial, it was craftsmanship. I was behind the wall where your hands could not reach, measuring the frame, planing the warped grain, resetting pins time had bent. I was teaching the door its first language, opening. You carried copies of keys that never matched the teeth of destiny. You tried effort, you tried image, you tried over-explanation, you tried apology. They scraped, they scratched, they stuck. Lay them down. In the secret fire of waiting, I forged a new one. It turns without force. It honors the door, and the door honors it back. Do not force what gratitude opens. Give thanks for this handle warming to your touch. Feel it. It recognizes you. Stand still and listen to the frame speak. Welcome, it says. You fit, it says. You were expected, it says. You feared thresholds were tricks, that after the first step the floor would give way. I lay joists where fear imagined gaps. I hid strength under the grain, so your feet would learn trust by walking. This house does not collapse when you breathe. This house was built for the weight of your yes. Take one step. Hear the answer of the floorboards. Take another. Feel your chest shift from bracing to breathing. Light finds corners it has not visited in years. Dust loses its argument for staying. Air remembers how to move. I've been tuning more than wood and metal. I tuned your hearing to the pitch of my voice so that when doors open, you do not rush like fear. You enter like peace. I taught your hands the difference between forcing and partnering. I trained your eyes to prefer true light over spectacle. You are not here to perform. You are here to belong. You worried about hands on the other side, gatekeepers with clipboards, critics in windows, watchers who learned your middle name. Let them watch. They did not build this entrance. They cannot bar it. I wrote your name along the lintel before you knew the word belonging. The hinges answer to me. The seasons turn on my wrist. I recalibrated the swing so it would not slam against your past. I softened the edge that used to catch your clothes and nick your hope. I sanded the places that trained you to walk small. Now you will pass without snagging. Now you will breathe without bracing. Put your palm to the grain. Feel the story inside the rings. Years of drought survived, years of rain absorbed, patience growing inward when outward felt impossible. This door remembers endurance. That is why it opens when you sing. Sing low at first like a dawn, then clearer like a bell in clean air. Let your voice be the handle. Let your truth be the keyway. Let your gratitude be the turn. Not rescued, commissioned. Not anxious, anchored. Not unworthy, mine. I am in the oil that keeps the hinge from accusing you. I am in the level that holds the world steady while you step. I am in the plumb line that says upright when shame says crooked. I am in the welcome that greets you before you knock. Do not apologize for the way you enter. You are not breaking in. You are coming home. You asked for a sign. This is not a dream made of want. Listen to the ordinary, obey me. The latch answers, the air shifts, your heart slows to the tempo of trust. Even your shadow stands taller. Tonight, the peace that floods your room will be your signal. Tomorrow, a word will arrive that echoes what you hear now. In the next 3 days, a door you stopped pushing will open inward. If a door closes behind you, it is not to trap you. It is to keep out weather that used to live in your bones. If the window opens ahead of you, it is not to tempt escape. It is to teach you how far light travels when nothing stands in the way. Walk the hall and count thresholds I have prepared. Each leads to a room fitted for a part of your calling. A table for counsel, a studio for making, a quiet place where tears turn to water for gardens. You will not have to choose between them. You will learn the rhythm of moving with me from one to another without losing yourself. Set your hand again upon the knob. Feel how it warms to your touch. You are not an intruder to your own life. You are not late to the appointment your name was spoken for. Every turn you make with me leaves the metal gleaming. And when you hear another heart waiting in a corridor like the one you knew, teach their hands what pressure is kind. Loan them your song until their own returns. Tell them the secret every hinge knows. Oil is love with patience in it. Do not be surprised if some call your entrance luck. They did not see the years I spent behind the wall. They did not hear the prayers that sanded edges they could not name. You will not waste time proving. You will spend time praising. Your praise will not become performance. It will become posture. You will bless the frame that held while you wept. You will bless the threshold that did not bite when you stepped. You will bless the floor that forgave your drag. You will bless the light that made a home on your shoulder. When memory hands you a box of old keys, open it without fear. Hold each one and say, "Thank you for what you taught me." Then release them. The new key sits warm against your palm. Keep it near. Keep it in a place your hand reaches without thinking. Reach for it each morning. Turn it each night. This is how doors learn your name. Steady touch, gentle turn, gratitude spoken aloud. You will notice how the architecture of your days changes. Hallways no longer echo with accusation. They carry the sound of feet unafraid. Rooms no longer shrink to fit your doubt. They stretch to fit your call. Windows forgive smudges because hands have been learning to bless. Lamps know when to glow before fear arrives. The house is learning you. You are learning the house. Together you are learning me. Do not force the next door before its hour. Timing is a lock as much as any latch. You and I will walk to it when its hinges are ready, when its hallway has learned how to carry your yes. Until then, be faithful in the rooms already open. Sit at the table and practice counsel that does not perform. Stand at the workbench and build what does not flatter. Rest in the quiet place until tears finish their work. When I say rise, we rise. When I say wait, we wait. Neither word is punishment. Both are love. When night leans heavy, keep a lamp burning in the room named peace. Teach the dark where to bow. Let the clock tick friendly. Let the floor creak like an old friend settling. Before you sleep, bless the doorframes and tell them they did not fail you. They kept weather out. They kept promise in. They did what frames do. They held. And when morning returns, do not sprint through the first door you see. Give me your first breath. Give me your first look. Ask me which handle is warm with today's assignment. I will show you. You will not waste time jiggling knobs that do not fit your hand. You will not bruise yourself on doors that were never yours. You will walk to the one that opens before your thanks is finished. You will step through with peace like weight and joy, like a coat that fits. This is how you live awake. One door, one yes, one gratitude, one room at a time. This is how doors learn your name. They hear it blessed more than begged. This is how houses become holy. They hold the footsteps of the one who holds me. I am still waiting for you. Open this now. Do not ignore me. The next door is ready to learn your hand. Look at your name, not the one the world hastily fastened to you. Not the one fear scrawled on a bad day, not the one shame whispered in halls and mirrors. Hold your name up to the light. Watch false letters fade. Watch true letters glow. You are not afterthought. You are not almost. You are not nearly. You are beloved. You are chosen. You are kept. I wrote that before your first heartbeat, and I did not use pencil. You learned to live with your shoulders half raised as if the sky might fall if you relaxed. You learned to edit your laughter, to soften your hope, to practice leaving early so disappointment could not find your address. Those habits kept you alive in famine. They are not furniture for a feast. Lay them down. Listen to the road outside your door. It hums with arrivals. Not thunder, not panic. Not boots rehearsing dread. Softer, steady, assured. Leather speaking low syllables. Wheels exhaling dust. Steps that remember where they are headed. The first wagons of fulfillment are nearer than your doubt admits. They do not hurry. They have nothing to fear. They carry what I said on days you thought I said nothing. Put your hand over your chest. Feel the warmer center gathering, like a lamp turning up in a quiet room. Your body recognizes truth before your mind finishes arguing with it. Say your name softly at first, beloved, then clearer, chosen. Then with your full voice, kept, identity settles when your mouth agrees. Gratitude opens what force cannot. Thank me for the breath you just took. Thank me for the chair that holds you. Thank me for the thought that did not spiral. These are coins of a new economy. You asked for a sign. Here is one. Your fear is running out of vocabulary. It keeps repeating itself, while peace keeps inventing new ways to say stay. Another, your eyes can hold light longer. They do not flinch at goodness or blink away mercy. Another still, your shoulders lower without being told. This is not self-hypnosis. This is recognition. You were designed to answer the name I give you. I call you what pain tried to rename and what time could not erase. You wore nearly like a coat because nearly pretends to protect you from disappointment. It does not. It steals your oxygen 1 minute at a time. I tailored a garment called enough and lined it with dignity. It does not sag when storms pass. It does not shred when rumors pull. Put it on. Feel how it honors your shape. Walk to the mirror that once negotiated with your worth. The mirror learns a new job today. Witness, not judge. It will stop asking, who do you think you are? It will learn to answer, I see who he says. When memory drags in a box of labels, do not panic. Open it, read each one aloud and bless the truth it once tried to protect. Then fold it away. Do not nail it back onto your chest. Do not hang it where your eyes catch it at dawn. Old names are poor decorators. They paint all rooms in the same gray. I restore your palette, tones of mercy, shades of courage, the bright clean of peace. Let your rooms learn these colors by repetition. Your name is not a slogan. It is a key. It opens posture. It opens presence. It opens rooms that sniff out counterfeit. Speak it over the threshold each time you cross. Whisper it into your pillow before sleep. Say it into the cold air before the kettle sings. Write it where your eyes must pass. Names shape spines. Names calibrate breath. Names teach hands how to hold without clutching. Your name will train the house to bless you back, because you will bless the house with it. You will be tempted to measure identity by reaction. How they look at you, how they greet you, whether they notice when you leave. That is a ruler built by famine. Throw it away. Measure identity by resonance. How peace settles when you speak truth quietly, how rooms soften when you do not perform, how decisions grow simple when love is the motive and presence is the plan. Resonance cannot be faked long. It reveals its source. You ask, what if I forget? You will. I will remind you. I will circle back with the same patience that kept me on your porch. I will hang your name on the doorknob you reach for first. I will weave it into the verse that finds you in the morning. I will tuck it into a stranger's sentence on a day you needed it most. I will lay it in a dream simple enough to remember. I will be relentless because love is. Let me be relentless for you. Practice blessing with your new name. Call others by names I give them. Loan courage like bread. Make room at your table for travelers of hope. Your identity multiplies when it feeds the hungry. It is not a trophy. It is a lamp by a window. Let it burn. Let it draw those who were not looking for light, but knew it when they saw it. You will host people who cannot articulate why your rooms feel safe. Do not force explanation. Offer bread. Offer stillness. Offer the sentence they will need when night returns. I will not ignore him. I return. You will notice how anxiety tries one more time to rename you. It will come with paperwork, mistakes circled, old messages highlighted, moments replayed with cruel narration. Do not sign. Point to my decree. Paid, washed, mine. Anxiety will try again with sophistication dressed as prudence, framed as realism, baptized in what if. Ask it one question. Does this name agree with heaven? If not, decline. You do not owe hospitality to voices that will not bless your house. I do not tire of you. I do not sigh when you speak. I do not roll my eyes when you ask again. I'm not collecting your stumbles for presentation later. I'm collecting your yeses like seeds and planting them where only patience can see. You will not be able to track growth in a day. You will feel it in a season. Your laughter will be louder without you practicing. Your shoulders will forget how to live at your ears. Your eyes will hold light like a cup that does not spill with every step. These are metrics better than mirrors. Beloved, chosen, kept. Your name is threefold on purpose. Beloved tells you who you are to me. Chosen tells you why you are where you are. Kept tells you how you remain when weather changes. Speak them like steps. Beloved as you wake. Chosen as you walk. Kept as you lie down. Repeat until your bones hum the tune. There will be those who prefer the old label because it keeps their story tidy. Bless them. Do not wear their need. Do not correct what time will teach. You have rooms to name and doors to open. You have a house to teach and a map to follow. Your name will lead. Your name will hold. Your name will call you back when noise grows loud. When you lose your place, place your hand on your chest. Peace is north. Love is east and west. My presence is every direction at once. Stand still until the swirl settles. Take the smallest obedient step. That is how names move feet. I am still waiting for you. Open this now. Do not ignore me. Say your name with me, beloved, chosen, kept. Let the syllables steady your hands. Let them clear the room. Let them open the next door. Spread the map on the table of your heart. Do you see the faint lines others missed? Do you see the contours that look like hesitation, but are really protection? I drew these paths with a steady hand. I marked elevations you could not measure from the valley. I favor height over hurry, formation over speed, truth over trend. You wanted a straight highway that made sense to every observer. I gave you a sure path that makes sense to me. A line that climbs when the crowd asks for shortcuts. A turn that looks like loss but keeps you from a cliff. A pause that shelters you while the storm spends itself on empty fields. Breathe. Run your finger along the ridge I chose. Feel how the air clears as you rise. Confusion thins at higher altitudes. Voices that used to tower over you grow small like toys left in grass. I taught your feet the patience of switchbacks. Left then right then left again, not to taunt you, to strengthen you. Muscle learns endurance by meeting the same slope from different angles. Your spirit learns wisdom the same way. Keep walking. Every bend is an answered prayer you did not know how to phrase. There is a side door on this map. It is not second best, it is safety. I hid you from wolves by leading you behind the hedgerow. Through orchards they do not bother to patrol. Past wells they do not know how to draw from. You called it obscurity. I called it sanctuary. You asked why I erased one road with my thumb. You did not see the ambush ahead. You asked why I penciled a path through bramble. You did not see the honey hidden in that thicket. I'm not improvising routes as you walk. I walked them all before you. I planted rest stops where you will need them. Posted angels where night would otherwise argue. Stashed courage like bread beneath stones you will sit on. Listen. Maps have a sound when they are true. They crackle with memory. They rustle with promises kept. This parchment knows your name. It has tear salt in its fibers and laughter in its margins. You feared missing your turning. I tuned your ear to my compass. Not a needle of metal, a knowing that leans. A peace that becomes heavy when you face the wrong way, light when you turn toward me. Take 3 steps forward. Stop. Do you feel the calm increase? That is how we will travel. Not by panic, by presence. I've drawn places where you must not camp, even though the grass looks soft. Comfort is not always care. I have also circled wilderness where you will rest surprisingly well, because I will set a table there and teach the desert how to serve it. There is an X on this map, not for treasure you must dig for the promises that will dig you out. When you reach that mark, you will not have to demand access. The ground will yield like a friend who has been saving your seat. You will meet travelers. Some carry rumors like dust. Some carry water like mercy. Let your discernment be simple. Drink from whoever makes you more honest with me. Walk with whoever slows you enough to hear me, even if their pace ruins your schedule. Do not fear the narrow bridge. I reinforced it when you slept. Do not fear the tunnel. I hung lanterns at intervals your anxiety cannot anticipate, but your faith will recognize. Do not fear the pass between high rocks. The echo there will teach you how loudly praise can sound with only a whisper. If fear tries to sell you a different chart, notice the ink. It runs when it meets tears. My lines do not blur when you cry. They shine. You once asked me why detours come just when momentum feels precious. Hear this: detours are where I add strength without audience. They are where I repair axles and rename you. They are where the enemy forgets your scent because you walked in peace, not panic. I sealed borders that used to leak you dry. Old companions called shouldn't prove lost their visas. Shame's passport is revoked. Comparison's contraband has been confiscated at the gate. You travel lighter now. Place your ear to the paper. Hear the blessing I wrote along the margins. No lost mile, no wasted turn, no uncounted tear, no unnoticed yes. I will make all of it road under you. I am not only guiding you to places, I'm guiding places to you. Assignments are walking toward your coordinates. Solutions are learning your voice so they answer when you speak. People you will love well are taking unexpected turns right now for reasons they cannot name. That will set them at a table I prepared for you to share. When night falls on this route, do not draw monsters where I have drawn stars. Name what you see: the faithful lamps of heaven, the quiet breath of trees, the steady rhythm of your own steps matched to mine. Darkness cannot author your story. It can only show how reliably light returns. Stand at the crest I chose. Look back without regret. See the valley where panic tried to crown itself. See the ravine where shame tried to echo forever. See the field where you learned to call me good with empty hands. All of that shaped your stride. None of it stole your future. Now look ahead. The line descends into kindness. The river bends toward favor. The city at the edge of this plain is not a test. It is a trust. Gates will open because they recognize my seal on you. Windows will lift because hope wants your voice in its rooms. If you lose your place your hand on your chest. This is the compass. Peace is north. Love is east and west. My presence is every direction at once. Stand still until the swirl settles, then take the smallest obedient step. Obedience is how we fold distances. I will send signs you cannot mistake. A road that seems too quiet, but hums with promise. A stranger who says your prayer without knowing your language. A door that opens inward when you thought you had to push. Mark those places in your memory. They are mileposts carved by mercy. When you must choose between flashy and faithful, choose faithful. When you must choose between quick and true, choose true. When you must choose between being seen and being whole, choose whole, and I will see to the rest. Do not despise the climbs that make your lungs learn praise. Do not shame the pauses that teach your hands to release control. Do not rush the valleys that teach your eyes to find water in the dark. Every contour is catechism. Every turn is teaching. Every summit is stewardship. When you arrive, you will not be surprised by the view. You will be prepared for the weight of it. You will bless the path instead of boasting about it. You will draw maps for others without charging toll. You will say with calm, "It was longer than I planned and kinder than I expected." And those who hear will remember their own map and stay another mile. I am still waiting for you. Open this now. Do not ignore me. Roll up the map and tie it with trust. We move. Put your hand on the earth of your own heart. Feel how it is not empty ground. It remembers rain. It remembers roots. It remembers the weight of a seed that seemed like nothing. Nothing is not nothing when I plant it. A whisper is not small when I breathe through it. A delay is not denial when I bury treasure to grow it tall. You wanted a harvest in the hour you sowed. I wanted a forest that could hold weather. You wanted fruit before noon. I wanted roots that keep you through winters you cannot yet name. Listen to the dark. It is not against you. It is a womb for what cannot survive direct sun too soon. The soil is doing more than hiding. It is holding, warming, guarding the tender split where life begins. Break, little seed. Split where it hurts. Open where you swore you could not. Let go of your shell. You were never meant to wear that armor forever. The first miracle is downward. The first answer points into depths, not heights. Roots before branches. Anchor before anthem. Silence before song. Do not despise what grows where eyes don't go. Do not call it inactivity because the surface looks unchanged. Underground is where you become unstealable. Underground is where you learn the language of water. Underground is where you make covenant with staying. I sent rain without announcement. I sent warmth through cold ground. I sent minerals from stones that once resisted you. Even the hard things are feeding you now. Even the seasons that starved you have become bread. You called the calendar your judge. Let it retire. Time is a servant here. It carries buckets to your roots. It stands guard at night. It keeps watch while you sleep and names each hour enough. Delay meant depth. Depth means you will not be ripped out when fruit arrives heavy. Hear the roots speak. They say stay, they say hold, they say drink what comes. I will make it useful. They pull wisdom from old floods and pack it into new strength. I am the gardener who refuses to rush you into the wind. I'm the keeper who knows which storms are coming and grows you accordingly. I am the teacher who drills you in the quiet, so praise in public will not make you hollow. Not every green thing is growth. Some things flare, then fail. I'm not raising fireworks. I'm raising trees, shade for wanderers, shelter for birds, fruit for hungry friends you haven't met yet. You asked me why the field stayed brown. It didn't. It was writing a story you could not read from the road. It was composing a root psalm in the dark. Every verse ended with this promise: hold fast. Rain has your name on it. Feel the first push, a pale spear of life pressing toward air. It trembles and insists. It pierces yesterday's crust. That soundless crack is a trumpet in heaven. Rise, tender shoot. Do not be ashamed of small beginnings. Small is honest. Small is accurate. Small is how oak introduces itself to sky. I will pace your growth, so weight will not break you. I will teach your trunk to disagree with the wind without hating it. I will show your leaves how to spend light without going into debt. You will learn exchange, sun into sugar, pain into prayer, waiting into wisdom. The insects that once devoured you will become teachers. You will grow bark where they told you you were soft. You will grow rings where they thought you would remain thin. Every ring is a testimony. Every ring says, I lived another season. Every ring says, he kept me. Do not compare gardens. Climates differ. Soils speak in dialects. Assignments are not identical. You are not late. You are layered. You are not behind. You are becoming deep. When drought visits, and it will, I will lead your roots to an old river beneath the map. People will ask, how are you still green? Answer quietly, we prepared in the dark. When flood comes, and it will, I will teach the ground to drink without drowning you. You will hold through surge and swirl, not because you are stubborn, but because you are anchored. You prayed for branches. I gave you backbone. You prayed for fruit. I gave you fibers that can carry it. You prayed for speed. I gave you seasons that make sweetness instead of shadows. Pick up the spade of gratitude. Turn yesterday's soil. Bless the stones that stayed. They became your terrace. Bless the worms that worked. They kept the underground alive. Bless the rain that canceled your plans. It kept covenants with your future. Look, buds like punctuation after long sentences. Each one a small exclamation of my faithfulness. They do not compete. They keep time with each other because they keep time with me. You feared the harvest would expose you. It will reveal me. Taste will tell on my kindness. Scent will testify to my patience. Color will echo the light I sent. When hands come to pick, you will not flinch. You were grown for giving. You will not resent the basket. You will rejoice in the table that waits on the other side of the field. Leave margin on your boughs. Not every fruit is for market. Some are for the traveler who did not plan to pass this way. Some are for the child who cannot reach without your leaning low. Some are for planting again. Next hills, next valleys, next years that will need what you carry. I keep your roots in my hands. I circle your trunk with my promise. I crown your branches with my weather. I appoint your fruit to find hungry ones by paths you will never walk. And when winter draws near, do not panic. Dormant is not dead. Rest is not regression. You will learn the holy art of unhurry. Sap will slow like a prayer at night. Energy will travel inward to mend and plan. Even snow becomes mulch in my arithmetic. I will prune what steals from you. I will never cut to embarrass. I cut to increase. I will shape you for light. I will remove the crossings that bruise you. I will free the future that was trapped behind too many good things. Hold steady when shears gleam. The blade is love. The angle is wisdom. The result is room. For air, for sun, for singing. This field is not a performance. It is a partnership. I do not clap to shame you forward. I walk the rows and speak your true name until you stand strong. Every morning I check the dew, like a father checking a sleeping child. Every evening I tally the starlight like a shepherd counting what belongs to him. Nothing in your acres is beneath my notice. Nothing in your roots is beyond my reach. When you feel the old impatience scratch at your bark, lay your cheek against the windward side and remember, we are making wood, not paper. We are building shade, not slogans. We are preparing altars, not displays. And when I say the word ripen, you will. Not because you strain, but because you trust. Sugar finds its way. Color arrives on schedule. Stem yields without sorrow. What I promised is already on its way. No one can stop it. Let that sentence be water at your roots, sun at your crown, rest in winter, song in spring. Let it be courage when rumor's axe swings harmlessly at your trunk. Let it be peace when wind rehearses old tricks. You are not fragile, you are planted. You are not exposed, you are enclosed. You are not guesswork, you are a garden I designed, and I am not done. Open your hands, feel how they do not need to clench to be strong. Lift your face, notice how light does not demand performance to rest on your skin. This is the hour I spoke of when waiting loosens its grip and wonder learns your name. You asked for relief, I am giving you role. You asked for escape, I am giving you entrance. You asked to be rescued. I'm sending you, steady, scene sealed. I did not keep you through night so you would hide at dawn. I did not teach you the dialect of peace so you would whisper only to mirrors. I did not grow your roots so you would admire rings in private. I'm sending you as a quiet answer to loud rooms, as a living correction to hungry streets, as a lamp that does not argue with darkness. It simply works. You do not have to raise your voice to carry weight. Holiness has its own gravity. Integrity has its own volume. Presence has its own light. Walk into rooms like rain, soft and unavoidable. Sit at tables like bread, ordinary and essential. Speak like oil, measured, healing, unstaining. You will carry influence, but more importantly, you will carry integrity. You will be trusted because you have been tested. Every test refined your voice. Now your words carry authority, not because they are loud, but because they are anointed. Say little, mean heaven. Promise less, deliver presence. Offer presence. Miracles follow presence as naturally as scent follows bread from an oven. I am assigning you people before platforms, names before numbers, stories before stages. I'm placing you where your yes can multiply quietly. A workplace that remembers what honor feels like, a kitchen that becomes a chapel, a street that forgets how to frown when your feet pass. Do not chase scale, chase obedience. I will take care of reach. Reach without root is a storm. Root with reach is a river. Rivers change continents without shouting. When accolades wave, wave back and keep walking. When criticism points, nod and keep walking. When comparison hisses, smile and keep walking. Your pace is prophetic. You are not rushing, you are receiving. You are not stalling, you are stewarding. You are not auditioning, you are appointed. Wear peace like weight. Let it make chairs creak when you sit. Wear joy like a coat. Let it be the first color people see and the last they forget. Wear hope like weather. Let it be felt before you speak and missed when you leave. You feared that promotion would expose you. It will reveal me. You feared light would show your seams. It will show my stitching. You feared responsibility would break you. It will prove your training. I have not prepared you for spectacle. I have prepared you for steadiness. When doors open, step through with gratitude, not apology. Gratitude does not grovel. It recognizes the giver and frees the gift to do its work. You will not have to perform to stay where I place you. Faithfulness is your access badge. Humility is your security clearance. There will be moments to speak and moments to keep your counsel. I will signal both. When I nudge you to speak, truth will arrive wrapped in tenderness and carry the weight of clean rain. When I nudge you to be silent, silence will do what shouting cannot. Soften earth for seed. Do not confuse silence with surrender or speech with strength. Both are tools. Both are holy. Both are mine. Guard your mornings. Give me first light before you give them first answers. Guard your evenings. Return to me, the weight you picked up so you do not sleep under burdens I never asked you to hold. Guard the narrow places, thresholds and inboxes, headlines and hallways. Small obediences steer great ships. 5 minutes of undivided attention can redirect a week. One whispered yes can rewrite a generation. Do not despise the lever because it is small. It moves the world because it rests on the right rock. Bless your enemies without announcing it. Pray for those who misunderstand you without resenting it. Forgive before apologies arrive, so your heart has room for tomorrow. Keep short accounts with people and long accounts with grace. Be unoffendable, not because you are numb, but because you are rooted. Uprooted trees chase rumors. Planted trees answer only to rivers. You will feel the old ache knock. Let it in long enough to give it water, then send it on. Pain is not your landlord. Shame is not your surname. Anxiety is not your calendar. Let my voice be the only pen allowed on your days. If you fall, fall toward me. If you doubt, doubt out loud to me. If you tire, tire in my shadow. If you fear, fear while moving. Faith often looks like trembling steps in the right direction. I am weaving your private yes into public mercy. You will find yourself at the right table at the right time, saying the right sentence you did not rehearse. You will think, this is bigger than me, and you will be right. It will not crush you. It will carry you because you are carried. I am the well beneath your floorboards, the river beneath your road, the rain that remembers your name. When you feel small, good, there is more room for me to be seen. Teach others what you learned in the dark. Wood, not paper. Shade, not slogans. Altars, not displays. Teach them to breathe before they speak, to bless before they build, to ask me which door is warm before they bruise their hands. Teach them that the ache is a compass and that almost is a thief. Loan them your song until theirs returns. Put tools in their hands that fit. Gratitude for locks, peace for storms, patience for hinges, scripture for maps. Leave your fingerprints on their courage, not your name on their story. When the year turns and the world tallies, refuse the ledger of scarcity. Count movement, not missing. Count mercies, not metrics. Count the quiet revolutions. The morning you chose me over noise. The afternoon you forgave without audience. The evening you slept like someone held. These are the victories that make headlines in heaven. Lift your eyes. The horizon is nearer than it looks. The carts of provision are already on your road. The friendships that honor are turning corners toward you. The opportunities fitted to your measure have written your name on their underside, where only you and I will look. You will not need to force them. They will slide into place like a hand into a glove, warmed by use. Stand at full height. Your spine remembers joy. Your mouth was shaped for more than size. Speak my name like flint. Sing hope like bread. Walk peace like weather. I'm still waiting for you. Open this now. Do not ignore me. Not rescued, commissioned. Not almost, altogether mine. Go, and I will go with you. Speak, and I will stand in your breath. Be still, and I will be heard in your silence. This is the beginning of harvest rhythms. Receive, release, repeat. Hold nothing with fear. Hold everything with love. I'm here, I'm faithful. I'm not late. What I promised is already on its way. No one can stop it.